Congressman Mark Green, Whiteboard Wednesday. We're doing our series on the commitment to America. What's going to happen when Republicans take back the House of Representatives. And this week we're focusing on a nation that's safe. Because let's face it, under the Democrats' control, Americans are not safe. A 20-year high murder rate. If we look at specifically at crime. Law enforcement officers' murder rate, the highest in 20 years. Of course, we know fentanyl coming across the southern border. Our sheriffs are telling us it was about $90 a hit. Now it's about $20 a hit. That supply demand, because of the open southern border, which we're going to talk about here in a moment, is killing Americans. 108,000 last year. What are Republicans going to do? Well, we're going to crack down on the district attorneys who are just basically taking felons and releasing them into the country. We're also going to support 200,000 more police officers through benefits and recruitment packaging that we're doing in our budget for next year. In terms of the southern border, under the Democrat control, 3.5 million people board across the southern border. It's an open border. The incentives are there. Come all, basically is what Biden has said, 900,000 gotaways. These are people we saw them. The CBP saw them, missed them. Didn't account. We don't know who they are, but they're the ones that skirt around CBP and the ones they see. So there are hundreds of thousands of others. If there are 900,000 getaways, there are hundreds of thousands of others who have gotten through that they didn't even know about. 20,000 pounds of fentanyl, 78 terrorists, highest ever, 78 terrorists from the terrorist watch list because the border is wide open. What are Republicans going to do? Well, first off, we're going to turn the fiber optics that were put in under the last administration and the cameras back on. That's a good place to start. We're going to work on border security. We're going to work on getting some wall. Look, we're going to block Biden's interim final rule that essentially speeds the process up for the asylum seekers. And that credible fear process has to be reinforced. With detention comes deterrence for people coming to our country so illegally. So we've got to reverse this interim final rule. We need to block the DHS budget. The way the president has set it up, it's all about facilitating more people coming to the United States. And we have to block that budget. And of course, ending catch and release is a part of all of that. The world situation, are Americans safe because of our president and how he's conducted world affairs? Absolutely not. Look, we left billions of dollars in Afghanistan, right? When we abandoned American citizens there. Putin saw that, made his decision to invade Ukraine, which he did as Biden and Blinken basically stair-stepped the threats and the sanctions, and that stair-stepped approach emboldened Putin, and he invaded Ukraine. Of course, this dynamic is influencing China. And we just saw President Xi make some of his most bellicose remarks about Taiwan. All flows from failed decisions by the Biden administration. And now Iran is shipping weapon systems to Russia. You know, the same Iran that Joe Biden wants to do a nuclear deal with. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. What are we going to do when we get in charge? We're going to finish the DoD budget process. The continuing resolutions don't allow the Department of Defense to actually buy long-term weapon systems, so we have to fix the budgeting process. We will do that. We'll commit to do it. We're going to have a select committee on China and how we address the issues related to China. And of course, we're going to strengthen our alliances, particularly in the Pacific, the Indo-Pacific, with the Quad, the Trilat, and AUKUS. So you're going to see all of that coming from Republicans when we take back the House here in just a few weeks. That's Whiteboard Wednesday. Thanks.